Good morning, you're here with Zaid Kahoot in Kahoot's Corner, and this is the morning after the night that was Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk. And what a fight, what a treat we had. First of all, I'd like to say, although I may have got the result correct with my night before video, it didn't go exactly as I thought it would or hoped it would. And that really is a lot to do with the Tyson Fury's approach. Where did the Kronk Style go? Where did the confidence go? When I said to you he didn't want to make eye contact, when I said to you he avoided it at the final press release, and that he sabotaged it at the final weigh-in, that showed a lack of confidence and a lack of it showed doubt. And what showed even more doubt was that as soon as the fight started and Alexander Usyk rushed out towards him and fainted like he was going to attack, and then kept fainting and trying to edge forward, Tyson Fury gave ground, and instead of fighting in a positive, aggressive manner behind his jab, he started boxing and moving, and he started to try to do his Floyd Mayweather or impersonation instead, sliding and gliding and shoulder rolling and things like that. Whereas the Kronk Style, he'd have taken the center of the ring, met Usyk in the middle if Usyk was going to come forward. I didn't think Usyk would have come forward like he did. I thought he'd be just hovering out of range and trying to pot shot and come in. Credit to Alexander Usyk for a brilliant fight plan. But Tyson Fury didn't show enough conviction in his style. He should have held his feet behind a ramrod jab, tucked up as Usyk came in, looked for an uppercut, pushed him on his heels and made it a physical fight. I had Usyk winning the first couple of rounds, and then we had Tyson Fury really getting back into it with his boxing. So he was boxing and moving and catching him with the jab and catching him with uppercuts as he was coming in. And after 8 rounds, we had it at 4-all. And the 9th round really just basically changed everything, didn't it? It was like round 10 in the AJ fight, where AJ had just had a good round, and then Usyk just dug deep and came out for round 10 and went into another gear. And it was the same here. He upped his energy levels and caught Fury and really went for it. I don't believe none of this nonsense that's already flying about that he's taken some kind of illegal substance. When someone trains and swims 5 hours a day and can hold the breath for 4 minutes, and they dedicate their life to fitness, to strength and conditioning, then you get a second wind. Then you can look fitter than your opponent. As Tyson Fury's battery started going down around 6, 7, his energy levels, the power in his punches dropped. That's because he hasn't been living the life. So when Usyk went to town on him in round 9, it looked like Tyson Fury was completely out on his feet. He was completely gone. He wasn't in a position to defend himself. Another referee could have potentially stopped that fight. Like somebody's hurt and they're still fighting back. He wasn't fighting back. He was being bounced from one side of the ring to the other. And I think eventually the referee gave him the benefit of the fact that the ropes were holding him up and he probably would have fallen down, so gave him a standing count. I don't even know what the rules were with reference to a standing 8 count, or did he touch ground? I didn't see his knee or his hands touch the ground. We need to play it back and have a look. But he definitely got a bit of a respite there. And then Usyk was clearly exhausted, not able to follow up in the next round. He took a round off as well. But after that, we had Alexander Usyk ahead by at least 2 rounds, possibly 3, 2 to 3 rounds. So the decision was the correct result, and I don't understand how one judge had Tyson Fury winning, that fight. I don't think there's any way you could have had Tyson Fury winning that fight. And also what's really telling is, at the end of the fight, Tyson Fury said, we'll run it back in October. He initially had the passion and the fire in his belly to think that, yeah, we're going to run it back in October. Maybe it was close or whatever. And clearly he was concussed as well. This was like an AJ type moment, when AJ grabbed the mic and said, let's have 5 hip hip hoorays for Alexander Usyk. This was just as bad as that when Tyson Fury sort of said, Happy New Year, everybody. Poor guy was so concussed. He clearly didn't know what day it was or what time of year it was. And, that's because, and that's unfortunate. You still have to respect AJ and him, because straight after the fight, they get a mic put in their face and they're expected to think rationally, speak logically. And he was actually concussed. Credit to him, he came straight to the press conference. He looked absolutely devastated, to be fair. And I think his own emotions and his thoughts caught up with him, and other people's reactions caught up with him as well. So if you'd noticed, where was his dad? Where was his brothers when he had this press conference? How come it was only Frank Warren sat next to him? Where was the whole team? When you're a winner, everybody wants to be either side of you and be in the picture. But this just showed that it's no different for Tyson Fury. Poor guy lost. They should have been sat all around him in that press conference, right? His dad should have been there saying, listen, still proud of him. He just disappeared. We don't think we've heard anything from his dad since. An absolute crime is that. So, yeah, great fight. Alexander Usyk showed he's far better than, we even thought he was. Such educated pressure, such durability, and he got hurt a few times in that fight as well. He never showed it. So well done, Alexander Usyk. And Tyson Fury, he can come back from this. He needs to live the life though. From now to October, he should have 3 weeks off, and he needs to get back into training. 4 weeks off, right? And needs to start living the life, get some real strength and conditioning, and go out next time in a rematch and exert himself, and make his presence felt by holding the center of the ring and backing Usyk up with 1-2s, nice straight 1-2s, nothing complicated, right? And an uppercut when he comes forward, and don't be put off by all his feinting and all his, threats of what he's going to do, Usyk. Just cover up, work behind that jab, nice right hand leads, 1-2s, 1-2-3s, an uppercut. Could have just kept it simple, could have won that fight. These people pay their trainers millions of pounds, right? Sugar Hill, glorified Sugar Hill. He's not the same as Manny Stewart. Manny Stewart would have said, what are you doing? Stick that jab on him, hold your ground, bang him with that right hand. Manny Stewart would have seen through that. So yeah. Well, I don't know what Sugar Hill was saying, but clearly it was in Tyson Fury's own mind that he was going to struggle, because it was big guys. I'm tall as well, and I was a heavyweight. I found it more difficult to box light heavies and cruiserweights because of their difference in speed and fitness. And I think Tyson Fury always knew that, when he boxed Cunningham, the difference in speed made it a close fight. And this time he had someone who had the speed and the IQ and the skills and the durability and enough power at 16 stone. So it was a nightmare opponent for Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury, great against Big John McDermott now, all the big heavyweights, because he's got the speed and he can use his skills. He can get outmaneuvered with these, not all, but less smaller guys, faster. Okay, so thanks for listening. That's just my views and the morning after. Thanks for listening. That's Zaidko in Co's Corner. Thank you. Bye.